Welcome to the 24th of August in the year of the 2025. We've made it to Sunday, 12 p.m. local time. I have some fun stuff to work on. Oh, let me first. Chat, are you working? All. You will say, as always, can you spell welcome to the circus? Are you there yet? Yes, we have Rumble chat. Great. Let me make sure that we are showing up everywhere. How are you doing, one and all? All right, that's right. Let's make eye contact with the camera. Hi. I am your host, Phoenix Electra. It's been a year since I've updated my featured video. Maybe? Is it time? Do we figure out and make ourselves a commercial? Do we enlist cats who happen to be managed? I think there's a piece of a floor cat. Loki is just off screen. No, Ruth, your arm in Phoenix in that away direction. But I did unpack or shown off all the beauties today. Unpacked Brunhilde, the beautiful white rotary in the back. And here is the Singer 101, the very first made to be electric that Singer made. She is also a beauty. All right, chat's working. I'm here. We have some fannies coming in under the tent, which is great. I've got my Tubbo trim because I did some pinning yesterday. I got a little this, got a little that. These templates do not need to be here. I have some things. I've got a few things that I found at the Goodwill. One of them, I'm glad that I grabbed. A little sad that it's broken and that it doesn't have all of the rest of the attachments because she was a little pricey if I had all the bits and bobs, which I do not. I guess first up is going to be working on the rust-colored tiered schmeezy thingy-maboppers. So that is here. I did some pinning of some tiers and pleats. I think I'm just going to lean into the exposed seam details being on the outside because why put lace and trim to cover seams on the inside where it might be scratchy? And then next to my skin, everything will be all flush and smooth and nice as per usual. Oh, hello, there's Loki's Fanny. Hey, sweet boy, are you going to just sit right behind the chair? Maybe when I rotate, we can get a different view of cats. Are you there? No, I'm stuck. Loki, why don't you come over here? You're like just... The cats are being just in the places where I can't see them. All right. Can I read chat? We'll just embiggen the screen a little bit. Move the mouse. I'm threaded. We'll move the mic so that I can talk. There we go. This morning's been funny. I might as well just apologize. The way things are going, if I have to run away, I'm pre-apologizing because it's been one of those mornings. This is for the rolled hemming. We did that on Wednesday. I will save that section. So where are we? Where's the top? There we go. Yeah. So here we go. Here is the top bodice section, the first tier, the second tier. Because I had thought for a hot second, but we could... All right, let me... Oh, sorry, boys. Okay, we're going to do something fancy here. It's okay, Loki. Why don't you just... Okay, thanks for being cute and stopping by. I know you'll be back. We're not ready yet. There's not enough seats in the fanny, and I have done no stitching yet. Yeah, you look at me with those beautiful blue eyes. those blue-green eyes. Okay, so for some reason I thought of having two links the same, but that's silly. I'd rather have 2 layers on the top just for insurance purposes, and then I have enough tiers, because the way if I unfold the whole thing, then it goes all the way to my feet. So instead, we'll have the boobage section with 2 folds of fabric. I can then, what we're going to do now is fold it over, because that is seamed together. I'm going to go over this first row of the pleats that are pinned in there. Ouch. Then we'll do some rolled hemming and add some extra trim for A, prettiness, because we have it, might as well use it, and B, more stitches aren't going to hurt our seam line. So we're just making sure everything stays together. Hey, sweet honey. What are you gonna, do you think it's not quite time to sew yet? Are you sure? Why don't you come on over? Well, if you're gonna sing, you might as well sing into the microphone. They can't hear you. Come on. All right. No, we got Attack of the Floor Cats. Attack of the Floor Cats. All right. So, okay, well, I'm gonna start sewing, because these stitches aren't gonna sew themselves. I have this section. We've got a length of rolled hem. I also pleated down the whatchamacallit, the ruffles for the lavender circle skirt slippy thing. I did some fun things for the bodice section of that, so I'm super excited. This feels really, you know what? I'm going to yell at the microphone. No roly-polies like that. I'm going to attach the pleated section first. Then we're going to fold it over and cover over the pleats, because I am going to lose the pins if I do it differently. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a little generous with my 1/4 inch. This is all got roomed to add stuff, so we can string some stuff to nip it in. Where did I sit? There we go. Just grab the, oops, let me not shake up the snack sack too much, and let me grab the pin cushion. What are you doing? Sweet Loki. I'm gonna start sewing, alright? I'm gonna put some stitches in. After I figure out what, Phoenix, do you know how to sit in a chair at the sewing machine? Okay. I think I'm going to get 5 stitches and then we're going to get a cat, but let's see here. There. I got a couple more rings done last night into this morning, so those are coming along slowly but surely, which is great. They're just going to take the time that they take. Hey, honey. Yeah? Okay. Well, let me get that out of the way. Are you coming on up this way? Well, are you coming or not? I need all the glower I'm getting. He's right here next to my elbow. Elbows at my elbow down. Oh, hey, baby. Yeah, you don't think we should sew? And I just unpinned the pin on that pleat. All right, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I didn't pin the pleats in on a particular evenly thing. I just folded over, pleated, pinned until I got to the end, and I called it good. All right, hold on. Let me hold the mic so that you can sing your sweet song to it. Yeah. Okay. All right, we have our cat petting break. Oh, yep. You tell that presser foot bar how much you love it. The best cheek scratcher. The best. Okay, I'm going to do some more stitches because we have not met any of our base requirements for me opening up the concession stand. But I did figure out the problem is not with the bobbin winding mechanism. My issue has something to do with the treadle belt making good contact with presser foot. So I did wind a bobbin yesterday, which was good. Also took a little more than an inch off of the treadle belt in 2 sections because I need more weight. Where's all my magnets? I picked up and now I don't know where anything is. How does that happen? All right, well, I guess we'll enlist the help of our favorite Blammo does not exist magnetic presser foot accessory. You should have one in all of your connections. Nope, to help manage your collections. All right, let's try that little one. And let me bring the pin cushion back to where it actually makes sense. Phoenix, I thought you fixed this chair orientation. Nope. And behind me on the chair, oh, that's so good. Remember, Phoenix, look in your monitor for eyes in the back of your head. Is the sleeves, so those will be stitched together with seams finished nicely. And there's just going to be an attachment right under in the underarm section. There will then be a channel for a drawstring elastic, something to help give it some shape, because if not, then it wouldn't sit and do its job. Excuse me. Okay, lift up. So I'm just stitching over the pleats. Nothing fancy or complicated. It is just one of those times where I am not brazen enough to stitch in pleats without pinning them. I thought about gathering, hand basting, and changed my mind, so here we are. It is toasty today. I'm trying not to drive over the pins, but if anything, the pins will break, or the needle. I need a heavier magnet, or a heavier something. Let's try this orientation. Just adding things, taking things away to adjust, do more finer adjustment on the upper thread tension. And it's funny because I was watching, there's a woman from Brazil who I've seen before do machine embroidery, and other folks that also have some type of unique like thread tensioning setup that they've just learned. This is what my machine likes, so this is what we shall do for our machine. It amuses me, and I feel in good company. I hope everyone's having a good day so far. It's been a day so far. Oh, sugar snaps. Are you listening? I think the water's on out front in the front garden still. I forgot to turn it off. Well, the front garden's going to be very well watered. But my Easter lily, after they'd been eaten by the deer, they're starting to make a comeback, which is just as well. Hello, welcome, Rumble. You guys are beating the tubers today. But that's cool. Oh, we'll have to wait, but maybe we can entice some people because I'm curious as to A, if anybody knew this existed, and B, since it. Oh, what the? Well, that. It doesn't. Okay, never mind. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Phoenix, where were you? Oh, yes. Rumble Camera. Yup, that's it. It's an app, a camera app, made by Rumble Inc. for the purpose of direct uploading video. And it is not that I have seen available on the Android Play Store, so you need to go to a third-party downloader thing, and I don't know if any of them are safe, so I haven't done it. Hence why I'm querying the chat, or the non-existent chat. I'm querying you, Rumble lurkers. I'm targeting you right now. Have you heard of this Rumble camera? And if so, what was your trusted download source? Because I'm curious. So what I realized I was doing was I was supposed to have just a single layer, but I've got it folded in half in case. I'm kind of doing two steps at once inadvertently, but now that I'm here and more than halfway done, I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna lean full on into this now because I'm not unpicking it, which is what the alternative would be. So I said no. We're going to do 2 rows of stitches in one, and we're going to flip the other section over. I have everything flat because once we get the main construction sections, or I get these 2 tiers stitched together, I'm going to ruffle in the Trub Tub of Doom, and we're going to pick out some pretty things to add to A, for pretty, but B, to help cover up and reinforce all of these seams, because I'm practicing making clothes that last and don't fall apart the moment you look at them, like other things. Don't be stabby. Oh, tension is better. Oh, no. Sometimes I stitch just close enough to the pin that we just drive forward, we fluff up the bobbin winding mechanism. No, the bobbin. Looking at the bobbin winding mechanism, I cleaned around it, I oiled it, I did all the things. It wasn't working. The treadle belt was rubbing up against the most proximal circle section, so I tautened it, thought that it was the rubbing that was causing it to not have good contact with the bobbin winder, but that wasn't quite it either. Did I backstitch? Yeah, really tiny, but it doesn't matter because we're covering it all over. It's fine, Phoenix. So we have the pleats now attached to the bodice section. And now, I'm gonna itch my nose. We're gonna take the top that's already been seamed together and fold over and stitch on the line of stitches we just stitched. And at the end, at some point, I'm going to stitch along this whole open section. Hello, Jess. Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon. I hope you're having fun. I hope you've been napped and well rested and got lots of projects and funness done. I'm just getting tucked into this rust-colored tiered chemise dress thing that I'm gonna throw all the trinkets at. Because why not have pretty things? And I got stuff and they're not living their best life in their tub. Ooh, you're working on a jumper. Are we going to go with jumper as a sweatshirt hoodie thing? I usually think jumpers knits. Oh, but no, here jumpers are like overalls but skirts. That'll be cute. Regardless of the iteration, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. My brain has kind of been dreaming, also mulling around quilt blocks, but on tiny, like in a 2.5 inch, and all horrible, crazy patches for clothing things. But that's always in the back of my mind. Oh, a romper. All right, that rompers. That a one piece with a short, usually short sleeves. All right, we'll go through. This is like, does Phoenix know what these garments are with their unusual things? I love the notion of rompers. I hate having to take all your clothes off to go to the toilet about rompers. And I've learned this, and I'm like, Phoenix, you just need to make separates because they're so cute. But it's a me thing. I get it, because not everybody has that massive aversion. But, no. All right. Good. Oh, I was thinking something and that train left the station. Oh, that's one of the things. I found my water-based polyurethane oil cleaned and tried. There's like some smudge on one part of the machine. I tried to soak it off a little bit, but I'm crapping out. And I think I'll take apart as much as I can, and I will give at some point in the not too distant future a very light coat of polyurethane, mostly on the decals and not in the working mechanism parts, because that would be a disaster. Just to protect the pieces that are there, because the center decal was pretty much non-existent by the time this machine came to live with me, but I should take the time to preserve what's there, because I use this machine. She's not just for looking pretty. Hey, sweet boy, yeah? You thought it was your turn? Let me take the feet off the pedal. Okay. You can't drink out of my water glass. Ooh. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Thanks. Okay. He's just doing a little rearranging over there. The yardstick was in his way. Why does your tail need to be so noisy? Okay. Yeah, it's so funny. You can have so much energy and then it gets hot and it's like, all the things I thought I was going to do, we're not going to do them, which was the end of the day yesterday. It was a wee bit toasty. Oh, and it is again today. We're already at 95. Splendid. But what did I have well, I don't have anything super fun, but I have stuff that I thought was interesting, which should we jump in with the radioactive shrimp that is it being expanded to other states, other products, or other shrimp? That I don't remember, but from what I'd listened to yesterday on S2 Underground, the shrimp are just the headline along with the recall. The more interesting parts are the cesium isotope, which is a byproduct of fission reactions, if I recall correctly. So, yeah, not your run-of-the-mill carbon-13 used for dating general background radiation. No, this was not that. And the shrimp did not grow in radioactive waters. No. They were grown safely and were secondarily contaminated in the shipping container that they traveled the ocean season. No, I'm just being redundant. But in addition, the shipping containers didn't come from a single port. They arrived in 4 separate locations. If I like Houston, LA, somewhere in Florida, and another one, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, it did not come through the same port, and it was from the shipping containers. So I just have questions. Where does cesium come from? And but we've known this for a while. I think we've talked about this, and I'm sure Killer has brought up some great points. Killer, I hope you're doing okay. Don't click into the microphone, Phoenix. That is gross. There we go. Alright, now we have no raw edges showing. Well, we do have a raw edge, but we'll deal with that next. I'm going to sew the second tier in the skirt section down because I don't want all these pins hanging around everywhere. I am going to remember to sew this one appropriately. Just 2 layers at a time. 1 layer, no, 2. We're sewing 2 layers, Phoenix. We're not doing art stitching yet, if at all today. So. Yeah, so that was interesting. I'm finding those pieces interesting and interestinger. Oh, right, Jess, you're glad you don't buy shrimp. Yeah, that's right, because additionally, the shrimp were bulk wholesale and then shipped to America and then actually packaged and branded by 2 separate companies. So, but the whole venting and gloominess I could go on about the international shipping of foods and why stuff that we grow and raise gets shipped over so that we can import somebody else's thing that they grew and raised that's the same, but we don't. I'm too feeble-minded to understand this one, so I just don't know. I do like shrimp. It does make me a little bit leery, but also I don't shop at Walmart. I don't know if other retailers were affected or if it was, but I think the recall was only at Walmart. So I'm glad I don't shop for groceries at Walmart. That's cool. If you, I don't care. Regardless. Yeah, so that was kind of fascinating. And this, there's the tools I was looking for. My super magnet. Phoenix, just don't talk about it and just ignore it. It'll be fine. Need to just use. That's a good use for the arm of my chair. We're going to pretend that it's an extra long table next to me for the purposes of holding the tiers of this skirt. Hello, Relax. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a great Sunday so far. Oh, it's been a while. I need to stop stealing Phoenix McFury's lines. They just get stuck in my head. I laugh, and then I just incorporate them because it's a tried and true joke that makes me laugh. Welcome, Rumble chat, welcoming YouTube chat. One of the great features. Oh, yes, you hope I am too. Right, just all warm out here. Yes, it is. No, it's not showing me the temperature currently, but the last time I checked, it was 95 already, and it is not the hottest today is going to be, or that this room is going to feel like, because windows on the wrong side of houses. But what are you gonna do? It's too late now. Yeah, so I'm not disappointed that I fluffed up the first layer. I didn't fluff it up. It was a happy accident that saved me some steps, and I'm quite satisfied with. Oh, good, but I'm not missing, because yesterday chats from either I missed something or chats from things just are what they are. Tiny! Welcome. I don't have next to me my itty bitty size 12 lace crochet hook that I'm using to make motifs for a project for the mummers. Oh, I hope you are having so much fun. Have you been to the lake? Have you been fishing? Have you had some time to enjoy nature this summer? I hope so. I hope you and your puppers are good. Oh, I am transforming a linen bedsheet into a linen dress. Oh, yeah, today's just been funny. I had blah, blah, blah. Today is Sunday. Today is not Monday. No, you're wrong. No. All right, are you sure? Are you really sure today's Sunday? Yeah, yes. I am 100% sure today is still Sunday, and do not rush it to Monday. Just welcoming Tiny. Oh, Tiny, you've been enjoying lots of the lake this summer. Thank you. Oh, good. I hope the fish biting have been spectacular. Getting some crappie or carpy or little sunfish. Oh, so good. Yay, my town hates us, and if you want to go enjoy nature, except for the stuff that we're going to sink lots of money into, and maybe that's going to be affected too, you're going to have to pay us to go into our parks, because we mismanage money like nobody's business. Or, yeah. Good times. No, come on, baby. There we go. Are we stitching with thread? I think we're stitching. No. Where are we stuck? Something is not right. I think we're okay. Just had a little like, ooh, what is not? Something still isn't quite right, but we're gonna just stuff it under there and start again. Yes, Tiny, you caught walleye bass, catfish, crappie. It was a good summer for fishing this year. I am making a little dress. And did I leave it across the room again? No, I thought I had it close. I have somewhere here I have somewhere here my sketches for what I was working on, but of course I misplaced them again. Yeah, when I get to the edge of this seam, I will stand up and model what we have so far. So yep, I'm making a dress. The sleeves are behind me. It's one of those like tiered, why is everything core? One of those tiered old-fashioned flowy dresses that are like super cute. Oh, your mic sounds great, by the way. Thank you. This is my $60 7-year-old Rode Micro Mini. The only thing I keep having to fiddle around with is the audio cables because of cats, and sometimes me and the mic, we just get into fisticuffs. It rolls around, I beat it up to put it back into its right spot. Perfect. That makes me very happy, because if it's not the sweet sounds of my voice nonsensing, the sewing machine sounds spectacular. Hypnotic, if you will. Oh, congratulations on all your hard work. I was like, oh yeah, I did some things and I'm back down to the 64 kilo weight class. Thinking about if I want to hang out at 60, but less than 64 is fine. Tiny audio is a pain. It is. And there's so many ways for it to go wrong. I'm glad that I'm not a fancy gaming channel, or that I'm too simple to have too many things. Hey, little dude, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I need it a little bit simple, but also sometimes I had an issue for a while with like the background suppression stuff. I was like, no, the sounds of my sewing machine, not background noise. Yeah. I need that part to be featured. Hey, little dude's gonna beat up the sewing machines. Tiny, thank you. You look great. Your shoulders are super sexy. I hope to have shoulders like yours soon. It's called push-ups. Yes. The first thing, push-ups with some muscle memory. Body built by yoga and circus. Because I'm trying to get my pull-up back. Pull-ups are very hard for me. I failed. I remember in the days of bygone presidential fitness tests, your homegirl sucked at the mile, crapped the bed on the arm hangs, but crushed it on the sit and reach. The board was almost not long enough because of reasons. Yeah, so it took some time for me to figure out, but that's when that helped, because yeah. But I just find activities I like, I keep doing them, and fortunately I've learned over time skills-based things that require some extra strength training and conditioning are more fun for me and I'm more likely to continue with. So yeah, hula hoop, contortion, some aerial, but I'm a terrible aerialist. Tiny, you always thank God that I have a gymnastics background. Otherwise, I'd be Jabba the Hutt. Seriously. Yeah, so it so helps if just dust whatever it is. The muscles, they were there. You just have to dust them, sprinkle some fairy dust on them, and remind them to work again, because they know how. Yeah. Yeah, I just miss my because watching bodybuilding, and back in the 5 years ago now. Oh God, the big rage was like the Death Star delts and these like delt caps out to they had their own not time zone. Your deltoids were in different zip codes. They were so huge. So I was like, oh, all right. Those look fun to work on. And I don't want bat wings. So why worry about 2 biceps when you have 3 muscle bellies in your triceps? So I would rather them look pretty. The big guns on top, I'm not worried about them. It's the underground. I don't want funnier than it needs to be. Do I need to change the bit? Why is Rumble Studio so glitchy on me? Am I streaming settings too high for myself? Oh, Tiny, you crochet and baking. Oh, you're crocheting and baking bread, so you'll be back and forth. That is alrighty. Oh, but you're here. Perfect. That is what I enjoy about this show, that chat if you want to, but if you got projects and things, we're here in the back. We're here for you to hang out in your background. This is your time that you can remember you can do stuff and it's fun. And I have so many ideas in my brain of making things that this is I dedicate my time. Oh, you look good on your end. Perfect. Yeah, I think it's coming out right. It's just me. Oh, love it. Tech chat does impromptu tech support. Oh, baking bread. I need to feed my sourdough. Actually, that's so funny. Speaking of bread, I printed off, what do I have here? Flaky 5-ingredient sourdough discard biscuits. So I should probably hand that over so we can try those later. Super excited. Because I love bread, but we are not... I don't go through two loaves that quickly. Sweet dude. I forget you're sitting there. Yeah, you think the 101 is like nice and cool. I don't want to sit in my cat bed. I'll just keep this machine company if you don't mind. There is a little hummingbird that comes to the front salvia, and this little dude will sit in the window, and the hummingbird has taken to staring in the windows, looking at us. That's been fun. Tiny, you're experimenting with cheese in your bread today. Ooh. I have to be careful with that, because then I want to add cheese and butter on top, and I'm like, Phoenix, I can't break the laws of thermodynamics. Ooh, that's so funny, because this recipe has optional cheese also. And it's cheddar, and we've got a whole, but maybe we will try. All right, sold. I will also later try cheddar sourdough biscuits. How does that sound? And if I'm really feeling fancy, I'll take pictures and upload them to X later. Assuming that A, I follow through on my word, and B, they don't either end up in the trash or eaten before pictures get taken. No, getting lost touching myself with pins, but I realized it's because I am. Yes, post pics. All right. I will later make biscuits and then post pictures of said biscuits. Because, yeah, it's been a while since I've baked biscuits. Actually, have I baked? Yeah, it's been so long, I can't remember if I baked them. So we're going to go with, I don't know. Well, I don't know what else I'm going to cook later. You really want me to open up the concession stand? Are we? Maybe. No, we're not meeting our metrics yet. Yes, you are adorable with squinty eyes, but we are not yet at an hour, and ideally, if we're lucky and special, we can get 5 more fannies under the tent. 6 more fannies under the tent. I know, we try to shill the show, and the people are like, yeah, bye. Yeah, so once this is done, maybe we'll do all the base okay. Get this part done. We'll have snacks. Well, the boys and girl will have snacks. I will not because I don't eat on camp. Yeah, I don't eat next to the sewing machine mostly, except for when I do. So, Phoenix, you're making battery saver on. How dare you, Rumble Studio, chew my battery while I make sure that the show is good. Okay. We'll deal with that later. All right, no. I'm laughing at the boys being hot potatoes. I should drink some more water because I am talking and it is. There's the end. Yeah, so I'll do this part. We'll start working on the lavender slip section next, and then we'll start pulling trims and then throwing all the pretty on all the fabric because, God, it might as well use it. I did find a Singer 301 slant stitch blind hem attachment. Fortunately, I just have the attachment, which is kind of the most important part. The sad part is the case is cracked. I think it probably came cracked and I just didn't look because you can't really see when it's all together. And I don't remember, I don't even know if I have a slant shank. It's just like, that is a presser attachment. I don't know if I have that one. Maybe it should accidentally come home with me. And it did. That's all right. Because we had our we've got a matching sausage, and I got some green thread that was 50% off. It's like I like sewing flowers, and you need enough green tones. So, one bag of small lengths of green thread. And I only say small lengths because I prefer to just. You don't have thread unless you buy it by the 12,000 yard cones, right? That you get from the secondhand store. Who buys new things? Do you have to quadruply reinforce your seams because the cotton's kind of old? Yes, but worth it. Worth it. Oh my God, you lump of a cat, you. Yeah, they are just super loafing. Oh, Jess, you have the machine to go with that foot. Do you want it? It's broken and it doesn't have. I don't have the manual or the case, but I do have the attachment. Yep, the Singer blind stitch for the 301. Yeah, so let me show you where it's broken. Why am I worried? It's like that side case isn't. Just like needs a dab of glue to hold everything secure again. But fortunately you can still figure out what the part is based on the number for it. So yeah, genuine Singer branded. It's not a Grist knockoff. Or I mean, Grist did make all the Singers. It does, regardless. Yeah, I'll save it for you. Done. Because I'm sure with just a tiny bit of TLC, the attachment probably works just fine. It looks like everything moves nicely. There's no stiffness or funny business with it. So that is, other than the crack in the Formica or whatever the plasticky stuff is serviceable. They're so. I know. I keep saying it. It's. Oh, right. It's 97 degrees. Yes, cats who live in fur coats are going to be a little bit toasty. That just is the way it is. I think we're in the home stretch of this row of tiers. Yeah, because I thought I'd had everything like planned out, and I was like, it's not quite enough. But yet I'd had the bottom row like stuck in it, folded in there. Oh, you think it would still work fine? I think so too. I moved all this stuff, so the mechanic functional, yes. Pretty, no. And it's probably a better price because I just paid it. Yeah, it wasn't too expensive, but if it had all the doodads, that piece goes for like $65, $70. But it doesn't. Don't have the box. I don't have the instruction manual, so it's just like it just is what it is. But to just be a part of a collection for its home, then that would be fine. Just to have the blind stitch attachment. Because they didn't keep that slant shank didn't stick around for too long, so I don't know how easy or challenging it is to find feet attachments and feet for it. I'm sure there's out there, but cats are really wanting me to open up the concession stand. We'll get there, boys. Because if I give you snacks now, then you're just going to leave me, and I'm really enjoying watching Little Man next to the 101. Who is back there? No. It's always marginally unsettling when the cats are just like staring off into the background of like, I don't see another cat in real life. Maybe it's my ghost kitties. It's getting on towards that season. Oh, that's right. You and is there still a show at 9:30 your time tonight? I haven't checked. Are you guys playing Madison still? I don't think I'm going to be able to make a 6.5 hour show, and Dove might get mad at me if I tried. He might want to sit on his couch. We're getting closer. Almost. Loki, are you going to do your tricks? Are you going to make me look good, or are you going to make me look bad? Okay. That's what I thought. Oh, I was wondering why it was so thick, and I'm like, Phoenix, there's pleats in there. You've got like 6 folds of fabric. It's going to be a little chunky. Really? How dare that? Okay, I'm almost in the section that's done, so I can hold it up. We can see what we have going so far. Oh, hold on a second. I left the front water on. Hey, you? What? The hose out front is on. I forgot to turn it off before the show started. That's one way to get cats up and about. Actually, it's just Loki, because there's a dude who could care less about doors, and then there's a cat who says, I am out of here. All right, let's hold this up. pretty cute. Yeah, so the neckband, everything will help hold it together, but it's got some nice twirl. It'll have a third layer at the bottom here, so it'll be even more twirly. Ugh, cute. I kind of want to just put a safety pin and just wear this for a few minutes. I'm going to. Sometimes clothing is smoke and mirrors. You ready for snacks? Do you think it's snack time? Yeah? Okay, let me move the chair so we can get somebody to sit on there. Come on. Yeah, you gonna come sit on your throne? Or are you gonna come sit over here? Where are you going? Come on. Oh, we have double trouble. All right, Loki. All right, little man. Loki's gonna go first. Yeah. Come on. Oh, so handsome. All right, your turn. Your turn. Oh, don't close the screen. Don't close the chat. No, don't close the stream. That's what it is. Wait for there's no snackies. No. Okay. Hold on. I gotta get the snack. Too slow. Too slow. Loki, do you want to do tricks? No, we cleared a big path. Oh, you are. Who is so talented? Ah, the best cat. The best. Hey, smarty pants. That skirt looks great. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. It twirls so nicely. All right, let's do one more round. Loki, it's just that snack sack. Come on, show everybody how smart you are. Who says cats are... Oh, you! Come on, do it. Do your tricks. Okay. I got one good round. Can we do this? Don't make me look... Ow! Don't make me look bad. You're hurting me. Loki. Hey, dude. Loki. I got it. It's not over there. Come on. No, you're not having it. We're having a disaster now. All right, where's the lid? I should not keep this on. It's too warm and I don't want it to be wet when we get back to stitching on it. That will not be nice. But this one's also, we sewed this one, we sewed all this stuff today. Ooh, don't. Pretty sure I knew where all the bits and bobs were, but I just had to make sure we didn't have any problems. No, cancel. Do not close the tabs of the stream. That would be bad. All right, the concession stand has been opened and oh, hello, Allie. I hope you are doing spectacularly well today. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I found a 301 blind hammer attachment that has a little break in the case. I don't have any of the other goodies, but I think Jess is trying to claim it, which is good because it's like, yeah, it's not 50% off, but I couldn't help myself. It's like, I can just rescue that attachment. What? Oh, right. We're going to do the same thing, attach ruffles, but to this purple schmata next. But I can also show off the front and back sections. So what do we, yes, here we go. So there's a little diamond at the front. Oh no, the shoulders are like up here. Got some little pleats and diamonds. What is it? Something feels funny. Something I just need to do some stitching and figuring out what's going on. Let's do those sections first. Why not? They're just the same. So I used the, triangle pieces from the borders of the circle skirt cutting made for equal size, and then cut for larger triangles large enough to kind of gather down into the top of the diamond section for the boob section. And I'm not sure if everything's long enough to meet at the shoulder, but I can always add some lace or ribbon or something that we can fudge it to close at the top. I'm not worried about it. So I'm just going to start stitching in, getting out pins. Let me do the diamond section first. Then we can do the gathered busticle section. And oh, Ellie, I was thinking what's Canada done about disastrous today? I feel like there was something in particular I was thinking of. Oh, actually, there is an international concern. All of the whole debacle that's not probably not going to unravel sufficiently enough and continue to just leave me with more concerns and questions than I have real answers or anything that's going to be done about the disasters that is the logistics driving and illegal drivers and folks who, at least in Canada, do they have to be, are truck drivers supposed to be proficient in, actually, it's not even supposed to be. I saw somebody need a translator that, words Phoenix, Canadian truck drivers proficient in both English and French, but it seems not. If you can just get whoever ask for a translator, because I realized it's across the border, because so many of these truckers are getting freight up in BC and then driving down the 5 and vice versa, and that the White Hawk company that the driver from the Florida crash was affiliated with, that company is owned, apparently, along with a good, at least on paper, very large numbers of logistics companies, and that are all registered to the same mailing address, which I guess, interestingly enough, happens to be across the street from an immigration facility. Paperwork just happens to be right across the street from an immigration facility. Fancy that. So yeah, which those things then kind of got me a sick feeling in my let's see here, Ellie. There are international agreements, and then there are local requirements, state, provincial. Okay. So similar, yeah. But because I was realizing that this is a problem here, but this is also likely 100% going on in Canada too. especially with the whole the number of Sikhs in Canadian government and their whole that whole thing. Ellie, they are now all under scrutiny, apparently. Well, hopefully they're going to be not just under scrutiny, but we can make some jobs for some local Americans and Canadians so that we can get people gainfully employed in respectable, meaningful work. Yeah, I'm super curious to see if they actually put DHS officers at way stations and ports of entry, because that sounds like it could be marginally helpful. Allie, when the government makes concessions for industry, they go to town on it. Yeah, that is one of these forever push-pulls of industry regulating itself versus government stepping in and regulating. And the part in my that's like, can't both sides just not be assholes and just like do the right thing? But I realize that is naive and is not the way things actually work in the real world. So, not gonna happen, Phoenix. Oh, it is. Yeah. It's like, because neither side has got the best of anything. No, both sides only have their own best interests at heart, and not that altruistic part that my happy idealistic brain would be like, but that's not the way things work. What do you mean by both? Government and private industry regulating themselves. Let me know if that truck's large vehicle noise gets too much. Yeah, industry, if left unregulated, is just gonna rape and pillage. We'll go with that analogy. And then government is just gonna like overtax and overregulate into oblivion. Because if I come at it from the bottom line of both sides just want to make money for themselves, which is each their right. But yeah, that's the both sides. Ooh, maybe I'm gonna do these gathered sections all in one fell swoop. Then we can start. Oh, then I can attach the ruffled tier to the skirt section. Yeah. So the trucking part of it, and then my going back to the. Is it? I'm gonna forget the name. I just heard it again yesterday, so I could refresh it in my head. But the Indian family who was running at 4 different motels. Allie, they run trucks in poor faith. It keeps end up being insurance that pays, right? Yeah, there's so many layers where it goes wrong. If you can't read the road signs or communicate, maybe 70,000 pounds of death should not be your occupation. That's the word. But also, trucking companies need to maintain their equipment so that everything is we try to prevent disasters before they happen, not just manage preventable things after it's pooped the bed. But it costs money. Yeah, what? And so does having an accident because something breaks in an uncontrolled fashion rather than fixing it in a controlled fashion. Oh, so Allie says the insurance pays for the lost product, the lost lives, the lost property. Then all the premiums go up. Right. Insurance is just this, oh God. You pay us, we pay some money. If we have to pay some money, we're going to make you pay and everybody else pay even more money. Can we? Why do we have to have middlemen? Can't. I don't even know. There's too much there to unpack. Oh, but that's my brain. The hotels, motels, Holiday Inns, Super 8s in Omaha, in Nebraska, where the two most recent family members got arrested for child slavery trafficking things. I guess these places were being rented out to as like homes of last resort. You're either on the streets or you can't get into a shelter, so you pay for like long-term rentals at the hotels. And two of them got closed, so these folks did probably end up back on the streets. Oh, Allie, plus all done under the guise of being profitable to operate in the population being the end customer. Yeah, nothing is free and everyone pays for it in the end. Yes. Boy, are we paying for it. So like the concern that possibly both these vulnerable folks who were staying at the hotels were being trafficked, and or like were they so drugged up and not knowing it that they didn't see kids, or how old were they? I guess it doesn't really matter, but it's so weird. And then so that's because I'm talking about child trafficking and logistics companies and how easy it would, like, oh god, it probably is happening, and it's just like they go stay at these hotels, pick up kids, move kids. Okay, I can't. It's yeah, my brain. I think I won't be surprised if in time it comes out that all of these things are interrelated. And I'm kind of scared and horrified about it. But okay, let's see. Does anybody have any happy things that happened this week? This week, but as usual, Phoenix only has doom and gloom topics for the Stitch and Bitch. So I should probably find a joyful thing. I am healthy. My household's healthy. Cats are healthy. I had to deal with things that were just funny and not terribly stressful this morning. So it's not been too bad. We're sewing some sweet garb. Yeah, so we've got the pleated front and the back. Oh, there needs to be so much trim. Okay. Don't jump ahead of yourself, Phoenix. Attach the pieces, then think about the next step next. Yeah. So my brain didn't love falling down the rabbit hole of the possibility that's probably not fictional of international human trafficking. I was like, oh, that's one way this is going down. All right, enough of that doom and gloom topic. Who cares if somebody wants to make dumb-looking logos for themselves? Whatever. Oh, hopefully we can get all... Oh, Felix, stop yawning into the microphone. That is rude. Yeah, I'm curious for this technique with the diamond waistband, but I really like how it turned out for the gray petticoat. I was like, that is more aesthetically pleasing than just cutting another circle in the circle skirt for the waistband. I just like how that illusion it gives to the eye of just nipping things in nicely. Ooh, yeah. Sounds like tea time. And I am not ready for the end of the year, but I do kind of want to watch The Hogfather. Okay, so now this is stitched. So theoretically, somehow like this, we have a friend. Oh, this is super shiny on camera. I think it is not right. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's just trying stuff. It's like we got enough. You're not wasting fabric. You're learning from things that don't work out right. It's different. So I have one more of those to stitch. So let's do that next. Just do our batch sewing of things that are exactly the same. Oh, Ellie, if you're around still, what besides... Where's Phoenix? Ask your question. My treadle belt is not making a good contact with the bobbin winder and is rubbing a little bit on the front of the circle that holds it in place. I trimmed it and tightened the belt yesterday to make better contact. Like, it makes contact, but for some reason... Oh, now it's working. Okay, never mind, Allie. I just needed to talk to you about it, and now it's working again. Thanks. Thanks for your help. Yes. Maybe the belt, after I tightened it, was just a little bit too tight and was, instead of not adding enough pressure, wasn't adding quite enough. And now that I've stitched a little bit, it's gotten itself stretched just to the right spot to work. Okay. That's fine. I can work with that. The sections for ooh, we're having a gaseous explosion in there. That always makes me a little nervous. Okay. Do we know? Are you okay? Oh, we're not okay. Interested. Super tiny hole that needs oil. The one on the top here, or is there a separate one? I did oil the one on the right hand, just to the left of the attachment. Is there another one I need to oil? Thank you. Thank you, dear. Oh, that will help the spooler spin. Awesome. Okay, yeah. Seems like it was spooling. I saw it actually working, so that maybe I just hadn't gotten the oil worked through yet, but good. I think it's worked. We're back in business again. Now if I could just get it. It also likes to just get stuck on the right most side for a second. So sometimes I just end up with more and it doesn't spool evenly, but that's fine. It's okay. All right, let's attach some lavender tears of joy. There's a super tiny hole to the right on the bobbin winder next to the spindle. Next to the spindle. I'm probably looking in the wrong spot. Okay, I'll take a look at the manual. Might need to take a pin and a peeler to it. Yeah, it was looking a little yucky on the thread tensioner section of it. Looks really gross in there. But now I see it moving now. So that's good. I'll find that other hole and I'll make sure everything's well lubricated. And either tonight or sometime in the not too distant future, I'm gonna take the chrome sections off because I grabbed out my bottle of water-based polyurethane so we can add a gentle protective coat so I don't damage the decals any more than I've already stitched over them. I couldn't do that. Thought about doing it yesterday and I was like, wait, Phoenix, double check how long that's going to take to dry, because that's one of those things, you do that maintenance and then you can't touch it for a couple days because it needs to just dry. But now's probably the right weather for it while it's nice and warm and not before it gets cold and damp. Not the thread tensioner, the pinhole that needs oil. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Right. Yeah, no, I was saying that one piece is yucky, so I tried to clean it, make sure there was no fluff stuck in that spring because it looks gross. Oh, you don't think that's in the manual that you see? Oh, funny. Well, it's a good thing that we're double checking on this because, of course, run into the on the right hand side. That's not a hole, that's dirt. I'll wait and see. All right, let me get this stitching done. Because I could keep standing around and hovering, but then I'm not talking into the microphone and might be on a... What the... All right, slow down and stitch nicer. Okay, choke. This is also going to be a fun twirly-whirly project because we like skirts that twirl. The more twirly, the better, please. And we have outerwear, but we don't have a twirly-whirly underlayer. So now we're rectifying that problem. Sometimes you need a slip and not a chemise and a corset. Though, I mean, come on, most days you need a chemise and a corset. Sometimes. Oh, Tiny, what are you crocheting? Are you still working on your dumpster fire, or did you finish that one? I really want to drive way too close to my pins this afternoon. Oh, put your presser foot down, kids. The belt was starting to get a little bit floppy anyway, so it probably needed to be tightened. So it's all... it was all good. Oh, no, that's not... I'm just stitching around the circle. I did not cut the slits to set the diamond pieces into yet because I didn't want anything fraying, and I hadn't stitched them together yet. So now that I've got, I'll put the tier on. We'll sew the corresponding section to where we started at the beginning of the purple portion of today's projects. And then we'll do the slices. Hey, and then we'll pick out trims and doodads. Then we'll figure out from there. That's what I got going on for the rest of the day. Oh, excuse me. It's not nap time. Ooh, I wonder what flavor tea we've got today. Peaches. That's peach tea. That's yummy. Oh, I also need to start freezing up and eating some of that pear butter. I made it and it's just been hanging out. We should fix that. Yeah, I didn't bother to do any type of a hem treatment. The tier section lengths are cut selvage to selvage, so I'm stitching them on top of each other so that there's an overlap, and if I play my cards right, we'll have enough of a length of trim to add to the bottom of it so that it's attached at the top and the bottom and the middle. It doesn't matter. So that's how I'm going to continue on with the construction for this section. Yeah, if anybody's used Rumble Camera, I'm curious. I learned about it through a fluke, and because that's not a product I've heard advertised, but it's from Rumble Inc. And if you click on the 5 other products there to their name, the real Rumble is there. So it's like, ha ha ha. Ooh, so nice. Okay. I'm just fluffing around a little bit. Both of the edges have their narrow rolled hem in there, so I don't have to worry about anything coming undone. But I'll lay it flat, and then actually I might just run around this length twice to secure everything because it doesn't need another seam treatment. I just need it to be reinforced. No holes. Oh, excuse me. That was not nice. Oh, that's right. There's a little bit of smoke in the air from the fires up a ways away, but it's not apocalyptic. Nothing that would, not that much at all. Just a wee smidge. There we go. All these pins I took the time to put in yesterday for today's show. It's like, went to bed, did all the pinning. It's like, I did not even make a thumbnail, did not get the show scheduled. I was like, I can do it in the morning. We're here, and unless there's some unforeseen thing that we're not here. Did I really fluff that up? No. Just double checking that my bottom layer is thick. All right. Okay, the little oil hole is shown here in the manual. Brilliant. It's in that diagram of the bobbin winder. Okay, so let's just take a pause and see. Control C, we'll clickety over here. What? Or not. Oh, it's because manual.pdf. I don't know how to copy websites. Control C, let's try this. Ugh, no, I'll just close this. Do this. Try it this way. Page can't be found. Okay, no, we're just getting distracted. Unpin. Okay. All right, let's do a little clickety clackety because we know what we're trying to find here. Singer 27. Model sewing machine. Oh, we should have went for the manual. Well, PDF. And what does Allie say here? Page 6, figure 4. Page 6. Oh, I don't think I have. Let's see here. Do we? 27-5. All right, let's try this again. 27-4. All right, as soon as I got something, I'll pull it up too so that we can see. Okay, let's try this one. And they said page 6, diagram 4. Oh, okay, now that I've got this, we can go to presentation. I can go to share screen. We can go to this, and we can embiggen this. And there is a picture of the bobbin winder. Nope. But what I want to do is to embiggen here. So I can see. So, yeah, because I put oil in this little guy yesterday to make sure that worked. So does anybody see another thing that looks like an oil hole? What's 4? I think 4 is just the slot that you slide the bobbin into. Or is there a hole? Oh, I guess we can look and see what it says for number 4. Left hand, place the bobbin between the cup 4. Okay, so it is, I did oil that hole yesterday, if that is the correct one. All right, I oiled this hole yesterday, am I on the right screen? Yeah, I added some lubrication here yesterday. Today working much better, so thank you. Yeah, yeah, awesome. You're so helpful, Allie. Sometimes I just need to talk about the problem and it's like, you're here, it's fixed. Oh, and people are peopling. Yay. Awesome. Thank you for the manual help. The bottom layer of fabric really wants to double up on me. I'm having to be extra careful just to make sure everything lies smoothly underneath there. Oh, it's music. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether it's the TV music or they're fighting. Sometimes it's all of the above. I guess I could close the window. If we hear music and it's irritating, let me know. That pinhole needs to be cleared. It should have been right away spinning freely. Okay. I'll just stick a pin in the pinhole and make sure everything's. Ooh, there is some poopies in there. Alright, there we go. And we are spinning brilliantly. Oh, I'm sewing! Oh, silly, because I forget. I can't. It doesn't matter, I can get everything to work, but disengaging the needle on this machine to wind the bobbin, I can't figure that one out, but brilliant. Bobbin winder winds. Attach tool spins freely, which is great. Maybe I'll even be brave in a few minutes and we'll actually wind up a bobbin on it. How does that? Because I think I tried to yesterday and that was a failure. I did go, actually, but I should, 10% battery. Do I have a charger? Let me run across the room really fast. Okay. Oh. Okay, we're back. Ooh. Okay, just juicing up some devices because they needed to be attached to their juice box. Yeah, there's a spot on the decal underneath the bobbin winder that I don't know if it's like varnish. Something is like discolored. It doesn't look like the decal like wiped off. It just is darkened, and I was going back and forth if I could just if I just left it with oil long enough, if it would just dissolve or if it would just dissolve all of it, and if I'm just better off just covering the whole thing with a little bit of the water-based polyurethane and just being like, all right, here's where we're at. I don't know yet. Haven't gotten there. I thought about for a hot second bringing in the bag that's got the polyurethane in it, but it was with my Pisanki dyes and it's dirty on the outside. I tried to dye my hands blue-green yesterday, so that was fun. All right, I'm just carrying on around the circle. And we can get on to the next part. Yeah, I was thinking also that I've got a quilt that needs to be pinned and the quilting done on it. Oh, Ellie, you're laughing at me. I think you should never look at that blemish again and save your soul the strife. Yeah, that's kind of how I was feeling because I spent like almost an hour yesterday with the oil in a soft thing, just like gently trying to soften up whatever was there, thinking that it was probably an oil-based something, and if I just massaged it slowly enough, if you don't look at it, there's no problem. All right, I'm all right taking that approach because I could be hyper-fixated enough to just sit there and keep adding oil and just slowly rubbing it, hoping that I don't just rub off the rest of the decal while I'm at it. But no, but I think before I pack the machine up, I'm gonna, I can't, that front plate, I'm going to very carefully add some varnish, so a fresh coat of polyurethane to the machine to protect the remaining decals. Oh, I broke my thread. That's not gonna work. Yeah, I try not to look at it. It's a good thing it's obscured mostly by the bobbin winder. It's like I wonder if it was just old oil or something. It doesn't matter, but yeah, I'm just gonna forget that blemish is there. It doesn't exist. If I start to look at it, I'll just, oh, you're gonna make this joke look bad. I'll just remind myself of the most amazing, the one, the only Blammo's magnetic presser foot holder, the one tool you didn't know you needed, but once you have it, you'll realize, how did you ever live without Blammo's magnetic presser foot holder for keeping all of your favorite feet at hand's reach? Order yours today, even though they don't really exist. Okay, we've done our ad read for the day. Yes. Stay tuned. There might be another ad read coming up because you wouldn't want to be left out of the Goopy Eyelet Club. But we'll just leave that teaser alone for that ad read. All right. Yep, just going to cover that blemish with polyurethane and call it good. Because I was trying to decide if I did it tonight, then by Wednesday afternoon, everything should be dried to stitch again. And I'm going to not get anything near any of the mechanisms or holes that can't be covered over. I'm a little scared, but it'll be fine. I'll be just slow and careful, but I need I don't want the pitting on the table yeah. There's some damage. I don't want to get worse. It's not like I'm going to stop using this machine, so we'll just cryogenically preserve her where she's at. We'll just put her in stasis. Because if we're going to send people to Mars, are they going to have sewing machines? Are we going to have space age sewing? Or are they just going to like hot glue everything? Oh, you don't suggest poly, only shellac. Okay. All right. I'll get some shellac and won't use the poly that I've got. Okay. Thanks. Think of it as nice old patina. Plus, there's no antique polyurethane. Okay. I will just get shellac instead. Because I think that okay, yeah. Well, yellow paint. Are we talking those layers will not do well, and you will shortly have a yellow machine. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want it. Yeah, we don't want that. Oh, that's right, because those varnishes do yellow over time, like how they make paintings look funny. Oh, yellow tint. Because I see yellow tint and I think something not what I think you meant. But yellow tint, this makes sense because I do understand. Yes. That is a problem, and we don't want a yellow machine. So, yeah. We're just trying to preserve her, not make her look worse than she already is. She looks well loved, and it will continue to be well loved. Yeah, we can see a picture. I've got I'm all set up to share the screen some more. All right, so I need shellac. Shellac. No, I just need the little one. I don't want an aerosol. No, I need a... Do they not sell... Phoenix. Water-based or oil-based? Yeah, ooh, resin from nut trees. Okay. Oh, interesting. You can get shellac powder. Platina. Okay, but you're looking at stuff and not sharing, Phoenix. You are being mean. Oh, you fibbed. You don't have a ready shareable photo of it, Ick. That's okay. I have seen what shellac can do to old paintings, how it gives it a yellow hue, and then when the old painting gets restored and they take off that water-based shellac. Okay. Where is that? H2O shellac. H2O shellac. Spectacular. All right. I'll pick some. Oh, it'll be warm enough. Okay. How long do you think it takes? What's your best drying time results? If I do it on a Wednesday, will I be ready for a Saturday show, or should I do it on a Sunday night and be ready for a Wednesday show? Yeah, it'll either way. Okay. In my brain, I feel like doing it on a Sunday because Wednesdays make me, oh, it doesn't matter. Both days you have to get up and go to work the next day. Oh, it's because we don't get to stay 8 hours a day. But that would be fun, I think. I could just sew art pieces for 8 hours a day. Alright, I don't know how far along the circle we are. We'll get to the end when we get to the end. That's pretty much that's how this part goes. Oh, I want to be a box of Rice Krispies. I've got some bones that are getting ready to snap, crackle, and pop around here, but they don't want to do it. They're like the cats. They don't like to do their tricks on command all the ways. Do I have any other fun stuff? Oh, I guess there's another hurricane, a tropical storm. What is it? Fernando. We'll see what comes of that one. Let's see here, Phoenix. Go through your Rolodex. Was there anything good? Sewing. We're making stuff. That is very good. And I'm quite pleased with how... Oh, is it? Of course, it's across the room. How the mummer's necklace is looking. Let's see here, Ellie. I first have to look up French polishing. You will need to adjust your times. Drying is variable. That's right. I know it's going to take some time. So that's why I'm trying to figure out, like, because when I'm going to do this, I'm going to need to either block out some time or pick out a different machine to work on in case I can't, because she's going to be out of commission possibly for a little bit. Flake or pre-made humidity inside all affect drying time. Yeah, do you prefer to mix your own water and get the flakes? Which do you prefer? We're gonna jump into this rabbit hole because we're gonna do one singer. We might as well do both singers. It feels weird to put shellac on Brunhild because she's got that matte. I like that matte finish on her, unless Brunhild is supposed to be shiny, but that just seems weird. She doesn't seem like a shiny girl. Okay, shellac, and I need to learn French polishing. Oh. This is going to throw me down another rabbit hole, isn't it? French polishing. Oh, for a high gloss finish. Ooh, yeah. All right. I will amber flake, but that is preference. Okay. Well, I much prefer your preference than some other rando on the internet. Okay, so I want amber flake shellac. Oh. Amber flake. Okay. Ooh. Amber shellac, a quarter of a pound. This will last me forever. Oh. Let's see here. Maybe I'll look for the one that comes from this Lee Valley. Oh, Phoenix, you could share the screen of the stuff that you're looking at because you're being really rude. You realize that. Let's see here. Start screen share. This one. Share. And if I go here, then I can stream. Yeah, so this, maybe I'll try this one. And clear. Let's see here. Now you're thinking clear would be better. And flake with spirits. Ooh, are we gonna put ghost? I don't know if the machine needs any more ghosts, Ellie. Let's see here. How can we change our search to find this? Let's see here. Clear black with spirits. But I do not want to spray because that sounds like it's asking for disaster. Oh, clear. I don't want spray. Oh, flake with spirits flake. Oh, but it's clear shellac flake with spirits. This, I think. Okay. Probably not get it from Amazon, but okay, so all these things, Lee Valley should have a clear too. Okay. Shellac. Okay. I don't want too old. Oh. I might have to find an American company. How much is the tariffs on this product going to be to get it imported from Canada? I don't think. Right. Yeah, because I see they got a shop out in Ottawa. I might need to find a American's option. Oh, Canada showing up in my search engines. All right. I have a suspicion that I can find some version, at least possibly the pre-made or something, at one of the local hardware stores. But I shouldn't have to find this on. I don't believe I'm going to have to order this online. If I do, I will, but I'm going to try not to. But I guess it doesn't really matter if I have to go school myself in French polishing. French pop. I've heard of this. Is gonna take. I'm gonna. Oh, sugar snaps. I might need to move sewing machines around so that I can do the French polishing and have a machine, because this might take a month to do. Oh, Allie. Oh my God, they are ever keeping an eye on me. Craziness, right? It was about time they were going to find me over here, but come on. It's like, how did this come up with a Canadian store selling it? Like, I got the impression that there's no American shellacs. I only get Canadian. Oh, Ellie, I am a man of international mystery. Yes, you are, as well as the first illegal alien president. We're here for a chicken in every pot and a sewing machine in every home. That was too. It should have I'm in America. It should have defaulted to an American seller, and here I get fed Ontario, Canada, which is fine. The home of some of my favorite maple syrups and Men of Mystery, multiple Men of Mystery from Ontario. Not the same spots in Ontario, but close enough. But that was a good one. That was good. This is why the Stitch and Bitch is so much fun. Tell your friends. Don't tell your foes unless you think they might like it. I don't mind clickety-clackying some buttons. Especially, I don't have my demo example. But get ready to be the first in your neighborhood for the official set of Goopy Eyelets. The best tool that you didn't know you needed. Be the first on your block. They'll be like, "What is that?" And you'll say proudly, holding up your own set, "These are my Gloopy Eyelets, the best money could ever purchase." Never disappointed with my Gloopy Eyelets. My ribbon has never slid so slickly through an eyelet. You'll be laced in lickety-splickety time. All right, I've done our 2 ad reads for today. I guess I should space them out better so that. Oh no, we kind of did it at the top of each hour. Yeah, at the top of around the hour mark, we'll do our ad reads for a different non-existent product. But that's Blammo magnetic presser foot thing. I need to find me a long magnet strip or a small enough magnetic whiteboard, because I've been really enjoying having my favorite presser feet just at hand's reach, not stuffed away in some little drawer or getting all curled up in the little dish, though the best treats do come in little dishes, says Alice, and Allie hasn't let me down yet. But it sounds like I might have to have a reason. What proof spirits do we want? Just methylated spirits? 151 Everclear? Do I want 90 proof? Do I need 180 proof? Or do I just want... Yeah, I get this is going to take some looking up, but at some point in the not too distant future, preferably sooner before it gets cold, I'm going to give this girl some love. Maybe I'll start. Oh, let's see your things. They have magnetic tools. Oh no! Of course they do at Lee Valley. Oh, that Lee Valley. How much is this going to set me back to place an order? Oh, and you get number one with that comment. Yeah, you do. Allie's number one. Yes, our international man of mystery. Oy vey. Yeah, it sounds like Lee Valley has got all the things that I'm looking for. I'm sure there's an American equivalent, but right now we're just being sold things from north of the border. All right, manufacturer selection of the flake. Okay. French polishing, water. We want clear flake. Oh, you mean for what, methylated or 180 or 90 proof? Okay. I get it. So your preference is based on whatever the manufacturer says, which I can roll with that because that's also, I learned the recipe for my grandpa's favorite coleslaw and the best Thanksgiving stuffing was just the package on the recipe on the Jimmy Dean's or on the that used to be on the back of the Hellmann's mayonnaise. The best ones. Allie, so now if we can get both sides to listen to me, we can all be number one. Exactly. Just listen. Allie has it all. Things would be so much better. Different because I need a change. It's bad enough. I was ruminating, and the next words out of my mouth, yes, a pot with every chicken. Yup, a chicken in every pot. I am here for it. We're gonna have to go up to the butcher shop and get some more chicken. At least I know those chickens came from the same state that I did. No boats about it. No travel by no shipping containers for my chicken, please, if I can help it. Oh, where was I? Forgot something. Okay, we talked about shellac. I had a lesson. I got schooled in that. What else? There was something else I was like ruminating. Oh. That's what was going to be gross in my mouth. I'm starting to feel that the structures that were started 150 years ago with industrialization and forcing people onto bizarre schedules is a tad abnormal for most humans, and that these cushy desk jobs, though nice, not as differently helpful, and forcing young humans to have to sit still in a desk. Oh. Kids need more running around. Oh, Allie, no. I'm trying to get the Californians into this pot with every chicken. Then might order more dessert. Yes. They're using the fancy herbs in their brown butters for this chicken. You're not Roosevelt. He was American and legal. Exactly. Yes. Allie is advocating for fancy herbs with this chicken. Thank you. Sometimes I'm overly literal with my jokes to the point that I don't get other folks' very literal jokes. I don't get your very literal joints either. Oh, oh, you. I get it, yes. Because, oh my god, Dove brought home a raspberry cobbler ice cream sandwich for us to share yesterday. And it had like a oatmeal cookie for the sandwich, and it was chocolate, not a not a nasty raisin to be seen in it, and the raspberry flavor was good. That same company also does a lemon cookie with a lavender ice cream. Oh, is that one really, really good? I think he was teasing me about peach cobbler ice cream. I don't know if this was in a tub or ice cream sandwiches, but it's in my brain now. And I would like to taste this if it's real. And I really want it to be an ice cream sandwich, please. Peach cobbler. Mm. I think I'm going to be good and actually make sure I pick the rose hips. Oh, hello, normal man Ron is not here. I was going to. Oh, you've yet to see lavender ice cream. Okay, I know what it is. It's way easier to have lavender ice cream out here because it's on the West Coast where I live now. Lavender and rosemary grow as perennial shrubs and not little annual things that don't stay. Because I don't think I recall when I was on the East Coast, lavender, um, where's the words? It doesn't grow all year round like it does here. Oh, you haven't seen sorbet this year. Like any flavor sorbet? That's weird. Oh, but if we're going, oh, the food. Okay, this is a horror. I can't even. In other, I'm just gonna skip that other topic. What I was getting at was kids need to be run around, and some of these things that are pathologized, and they're like, oh, you've got a problem, you can't sit still. They're just not designed to. We're not all designed to sit at jobs. Let's make manual things, kids running around doing physical things more normal. Oh, Jess sounds delish. You are about anything raspberry right now. Yeah. I don't have a raspberry bush, but I do have lots of blackberries that need some funness. But in stuff that makes in more topics that make you cringe, I saw with my own eyes after I'd heard about the title headline. There is an article in PubMed right now, which is a holding reciprocal for scientific and medical journals. There's an author who is actually arguing that we should not work to manage the tick that causes alpha-gal syndrome, which causes folks who become infected from a tick bite. They start to develop anaphylactic reactions to red meat and sometimes some other products sometimes. And they were like, well, folks shouldn't be eating so much meat. So we should just let them. It's our moral obligation to get more people infected with alpha-gal syndrome. I almost lost it. Of all the things I've seen come out of literature, that one, oh, wow. Yeah. That one really wanted me to put a tick on that guy. Oh, I could not believe it. Oh, Ellie, none of your raspberry plants have anything this year. It's too dry. Oh, right, because it was like too moist. You guys had too much rain on the East Coast, and then it just stopped, and it's been like in a quasi micro drought, I've heard. But yeah, folks are actually getting research grants and funding to publish that type of bullshit. Yeah. Somebody got got funding from somewhere. I, just shake my head and just, I couldn't, my brain didn't want to believe it was true, but I found the article and read it, and they were like talking about it being their moral imperative to make sure people get infected. Oh, Ellie, and obviously heavy biased paper in a medical journal. Right. It's true. You can, all research is biased. That whole, it's in the world that for a long time is the PhD publisher parish to maintain your tenureship or to get tenured. It's actually gross. But something that it wasn't obscure, it was like right out in the abstract in the first pair. It was flat out in the abstract. I was like, oh, they're not waiting for like the conclusions that you're not going to get to or some other it. Yeah, this this is what's getting published in medical journals right now. Oh, you know what, cuz I'm so let's do it. Lee Valley Shellacs. I'm gonna cover you. Oh, we're gonna find that this is um alpha gal um where did I find it? Alpha gal. Oh, is this one that? Oh, oh, it gets better. Oh my, oh, I forgot that it was even this much better. This is from the pre-published. This is from Wiley from the Journal of Bioethics. Let's get to this title of this article. Let's let's all be horrified together. Even though that's Tiny Panda's show. Let's see here. Share. Yeah, you read that right. The title of the article: Beneficial Blood Sucking. What the bite of the Lone Star tick spreads alpha-gal syndrome, AGS, a condition whose only effect is the creation of a severe but non-fatal red meat allergy. Public health departments warn against the Lone Star tick and AGS, and scientists are working to develop an inoculation. Herein, we argue that if eating meat is morally impermissible, then efforts to prevent the spread of the tick-borne AGS are also morally impermissible. After explaining the symptoms and how they are transmitted via ticks, we argue that tick-borne AGS is a moral bioenhancer if and when it motivates people to stop eating meat. We then defend what we shall call the convergence argument. If Xing prevents the world from becoming a significantly worse place, doesn't violate anyone's rights, promotes virtuous action or character, then Xing is strongly pro tanto obligatory. Promoting the tick-borne AGS satisfies each of these conditions. Therefore, promoting tick-borne AGS is strongly pro tanto obligatory. It is presently feasible to genetically edit the disease-carrying capacity of ticks. If this practice can be applied to ticks, then promoting the proliferation of AGS is morally obligatory. Yep. From bioethics. Do they? Let me see what the references are, but it doesn't say. at least from this preprint, is where the grant money came from. They're citing Google Scholar. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, that's where you can find the references. PubMed. Yeah. All right, let me get back to chat now that I even more want to go eat a burger and a steak right now. Oh, Allie, sounds like they are boosting layers in general. Right, yes. Yeah. Ah, Allie, well, they better stop using glyphosates then. Yeah, that, right. Can we get back to composting, refeeding the soil as appropriately, and not having farmers be saddled with buying bullshit for machines that are, I'm so mad. Allie, tainted ticks lives matter coming soon to it. Can I go to a sanctuary city near you? Yeah, I did it. I said it. Oh, my, yeah. Yep. I'm so curious as to who funded that paper. Actually, I'm curious because I bet I've got it. I can think of a couple of three different letter things or a couple of Soros names that might have that I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Yup, if you don't believe that you're going to eat the bugs and be a vegetarian, we're just going to say we don't care about you, what your iron needs are, that you might need something. We're just going to continue to let this tick go. We're going to share this tick bite, and you're just going to be literally allergic to it. Not enough that it's not going to kill you. You're not going to die from having alpha gal. You might be permanently anemic and on the need of for blood transfusions during different conditions, but it's going to be okay. You're going to be just fine. Now for a word from our sponsor, Stitch Right. For all your happy stitching, we're going to sit up straight, put a giant smile on our face, and we're just going to have a grand old time. Jess, this is the plan. I say this in jest, but if this is the language that's being shared and that it's only funny because it's true in the words of the great sage, the Homer Simpson. Oh yeah, tainted ticks lives matter. Yeah. Oh, I was so disgusted. Thanks for letting me read that abstract. I'm too grossed out to try to find the rest of the article, though I should, because it should say where the grant money came from. The funders, not the founders, the funders should be publicly available. So, yeah, great times. Oh my god, now I really want a burger and fries now. Oh yeah. Does anybody else have any good palate cleansers? Let's see here, Allie. Remember, most of the Donner Party pasted because they didn't want to change their diet. Oh, I'm gonna have to read that one again. Okay, take two. Take two. Phoenix can read the line and not laugh at the joke before we get there. Allie says, remember, most of the Donner Party posted because they didn't want to change their diet. Every famine is like that too. Yeah, it does. Yes. Because what did I learn? That the English manipulated whatever to make the potato famine in Ireland worse. Oh my god, is it another chick or the same chick from China that last year got, is she finally, because right, the whole other thing. There is, I'm going to go out on a limb, 100% likelihood, and I never say 100%, that there's severely pathogenic fungal species from China that have been let loose. Because they got initially tagged a year ago, and then finally a few months ago they got rolled up. These researchers, I think from the University of Michigan, every war lacking food, every starvation event. Yeah, they're really there. It feels impossible to ignore the amount of manipulation. To what end, not sure, doesn't really matter, but stuff I whether people are gonna, I don't think it's the Illuminati. What families, what some money wheeler dealer things are, conditions are being set for shitty things coming in the no, Phoenix, get the words right. Conditions are being set for a shitstorm. Condition shitstorm set. That's what we're gonna go with. I'll be swabbing the poop depth for a while. Yeah. I'm getting so I felt out of place last century. When I still was in last century, when I didn't say horrible words like last century was not, when I said last century, and I meant the 1800s, not the 1900s. I liked that last century. This new last century, I feel this push and pull because I can see the values of machine learning and AI, but that's really machine learning is what they mean, regardless of the semantics of it. But how to use that be a tool. But I like doing stuff with my hand. I like thinking. I like turning the computer off, turning the devices down, and just living a simple analog lifestyle. Allie, and that scholastic fellow of what university, sponsored by what and whom, thinks that this is a solution and a benefit to us all? Yeah, yes. Yep. Somebody thought that this was a good idea and rubber stamped that and said, I think you should write that article and we should get this published in the Journal of Bioethics. Yes, for your ethical considerations. You know what I think about those ethical considerations? Should we do it? Yeah, that's what I think about those ethical considerations. They can have it times 2. I'm so excited. Yeah. Yep. I'm a little bit impassioned by that. Oh, that one struck a nerve. That one just touched a nerve just a little bit. Oh, God. I also, I'm going to have to torture myself through it again. Listening to folks who are supposed to be far enough in their training of a very high level skilled thing, having to be coached and asked questions and barely knowing basic 101 level concepts that they didn't know. To hear somebody be like, of all these 5,000 grants, only 200 were left to Black people. Like, that would be fine. But we can't. Oh, Jess, are you here? On this same topic in a tangential way, can you explain to me the concept? I mean, I understand the concept, but who thought that this term and notion of equitable grading was a good idea? Yeah. I call foul that chicken, that pot is going to need a lot of pot for that chicken to taste good, that to be able to make this concept of equitable grading not feel like I need to vomit in my mouth. Wow, Phoenix is good. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. That equitable grading, that made no sense to me. Because it breaks my heart for these kids who need assistance, that it's better to we'll just dumb down all the standards so everybody becomes less smart together rather than actually spending time to have kids be helped. But also, can we stop being forced to train into this model of 9 to 5 BSness and that you have a desk job? Hell, if I could fit a sewing machine into my sleeper, even I'm thinking about, should I get my CDL? Should we should we drive logistics or heavy like, do we need a real change in our lives? Be a good way to pick up sewing machines, but I don't know how I would sew on the road. Yeah, joking not. No, I think that it doesn't matter. But yeah. I don't know what's happening anymore. I do know everything feels like a disaster, and I don't know. Hopefully the I don't know what I haven't looked. I'll find out for Wednesday is the region of the tick for that's got the alpha gal, or that carries the alpha gal. Jess, if oh, okay, it ramped up after the pandemic, so we have dumbed down education and and teaching standards that should have been covered in 3rd grade. Oh my god, and you're not teaching little Oh, that's gross. Oh no. Oh. It's even worse than I'd feared. It's even worse than I'd feared. I think. Thanks. I'm sorry. Oh, because I feel like things were bad before that. But yeah, when you're like, and. Oh, right. Because it's been 5. So you're seeing the kids who would have been in 3rd grade when all this started, and they, like, here, how about we force you to learn these things that you would have learned in school, but we did everything online, and you're like, pay attention. What? Yeah, we're really doing a disservice to our young humans. Jess, we need to fixate on mastery and not just pass kids, though you give kids everything they need to be successful, but it's the education system. Right. It's so multifactorial because you can't have parents, at least at certain levels, they're like, oh, if my kid didn't pass, they're not going to get into their university of choice to study their bullshit liberal arts degree that's going to train them to work at a coffee shop. They'll make the best coffee, but they will have an expensive brain that is like, why? Can we stop giving kids loans for bullshit degrees? Okay, no, it's my show. I'll swear if I want to. Allie, they did dumb down things here just before the pandemic. Yeah, it's like they knew that they needed to start just like setting the standards even lower. Yeah, I like everybody having equal opportunities, but having things be equitable, and all that really meaning is everybody's going to be dumb together. Because we don't want you to be critical thinkers. We don't have time or the energy. You won't be a good trained little monkey if you're. We can make you be that with equitability. Jess, you teach at a college prep school, so by 6th grade they get caught up with the public school system or just passing kids through. Oh, that's good. So you're slightly off from the traditional like public school bullshit. Oh God, I don't know how people do it. Mm. Yeah, the public schools don't care. But then why do you have any incentive to care when you're just getting federal grants to teach bullshit, nonsense, whatever, and then have to just meet the state testing requirement? I feel mean. If they're going to have standardized testing, it should be, or these like statewide tests, do it or be a short like 50 question multiple choice, an oral an oral thing where you don't prep, you just get asked a question and have to pontificate for X amount of time, and then a written essay. Let's, because, but why do we have student loans to go to folks whose degrees are going to be worthless and then just get strapped? It's not fair to them, and it's like they're too silly to understand. Like I knew somebody who went to a college because they had a scholarship for sports. Like if that's your only reason and not to pursue anything, don't go. Allie, these fine overseers want equity, but stop doing IQ tests and let the kids be. That would stop the BS of dumbing down. They like to manage the smart kids, right? You have seen this coming for a long time. It keeps the good brains in line. Yeah, it does. Yes. Because that's why we went back to like the like 150 years ago, that 1880s, 1875, that mechanization, the more of a public school system where you're there from this X amount of time to do these things so that you're programmed to wake up, go to work, and just do whatever bullshit that your overlords want you to do. And it has been coming for a while, and I am trying to do my part to rally against it, which feels, yeah. But thanks for letting me get all those topics off my chest. That Alpha Gale one, oh, I need a burger. That's all that makes me want. And it's such a disservice to our young humans. And the amount that kids are using machine learning to write their things, they're like, oh, just how does the whole go learn to code when you can just ask Grok or ChatGPT the baseline, but you're not smart enough if something breaks to be able to read the code and go back and fix it? Like, a tool is only helpful if you understand how something is made without the tool. Sometimes, sort of. Not that I need to hand sew to use a machine. Regardless, that's not a good analogy. Yeah, it's interesting. But then it's funny too, because I had somebody tell me, because they went to Montessori school, and that's the kids who I see who are from like the Waldorf Montessori. You can almost tell which ones those families are, because there's not a cell phone in sight. Maybe a parent's doing something, but they're not like perpetually attached to their phone, and they're like middle school teenagers are not like lost in a phone. They come with like their sewing or their embroidery or knitting or crocheting, and they're like, oh, we go to Waldorf. But I also learned is that the Montessori schools, because they're a private school and expensive, that's the kids who, all the amount of drugs in that school platform, so crazy, because the wealthy kids went there and they had disposable income for drugs. towards the bed. Okay. We've done some really happy stitches today. We're doing such great work. I don't like that sound. Oh, you're fine. Yeah, I'm just taking 2 passes along on this tier. I will oh, that's right. I am going to add some more ribbon or trim or something. I just want to make sure it's really well attached. Both sides are rolled hem, so it's not like I'm worried about the edges coming unraveled. It's just, I just felt like it. I just felt like I was going to throw this in the wash and wanted it to be extra secure. I'm going to have to make sure I got frozen butter so I can make these biscuits. Oh, yeah, things are... The push and pull and the fighting and all of the noise that's blocking out the signal. When we can even figure out what a signal is because of all the noise. Ellie, AI being used to program will leave us all praying behind a steering wheel, praying for it to stop. That Mach-E shows us all what is to come, and we won't be able to steer away from our demise. Yeah, it does feel like we're on this precipice, and I kind of just wish that the boil would pop. We could just rip the Band-Aid off and just like get to the other side, because this like not perpetual, because it is going to shift, but this like impending feeling of uncontrollable doom that you just have to be prepared for whatever, but not knowing when, not having fatigue from being on, not having on guard fatigue, having joyfulness. Well, at least I can be joyful, and shit show is real. Things are burning, but we're gonna look fabulous. Because I know a couple machines that will never stop working, which means I will always look good. My home will have art, my family will have beautiful things, and that's the one thing I can control. I'm going to continue to make sure I do it. Also, I need to make sure that grape starts. Did I... What happened? Where's my screen? Camera. Okay, I'm going to refresh my screen. I might regret. Are we back? Are we back? Okay. I lost all my chat, so hopefully I didn't lose too much. Take off presentation. Just come back to me. All right. I think I see. Oh, let me go. Okay. All is not terrible in the world. All right. I see me. I see you. It's been a little while since we've had a studio. Did I touch my... I don't know what happened. It doesn't matter. I'm here. I'm still stitching. I'm having a good time. Ellie, you should also check your bobbin. You are back. Yes. Does it... Oh. Okay, so far so good. I'm bobbining back. That one didn't go as good as I'd hoped it would. I just slipped in a fresh, fully loaded bobbin into the into my bullet bobbin before the show, so we should have enough for a little bit, but we have done quite a bit of stitching. At some point, we will be playing Bobbin Chicken. Yeah, that was fun. I looked up and I'm like, my screen's all black. Where did I go? What happened? Here. Welcome to the circus. It's Phoenix Electra. That's me. Sundays I sew stuff. I stitched on a rust-colored linen chemise. There's the busticle. It's got one more tier. I'm gonna sew it inside out, so all the seams are gonna be on the outside, covered with ribbon and lace and everything nice. Now, can I make a rhyme with that? Nope, it's sugar and spice and everything nice. Lace and ribbon like a gibbon. That does not sound as enjoyable to me. So pretty soon it'll be time to dig into the tote of treasures. And at some point we're gonna need some snacks. Human snacks. Yeah, I've been collecting. My brain has been hurting with some of those topics since Wednesday because I was like, oh, they're too much. They're too heavy for the middle of the week when we just want fun sewing and art sewing for the mummers. I don't want to complain too much. So I'm like, Phoenix, save it for the stitching bitch. You've got a whole show designed just for you to complain about such topics that make your heart cringe and your brain go, oh no. Oh no. Is this really? But no, it's real. I went to PubMed and found that abstract. Oh, so gross. Oops. I'm just trying to get my fingers in the wrong way underneath the needle. It's been a little while since we had some sewing therapeutic bloodshed. I try not to offer blood sacrifices to projects because then they just demand more. And I only have so much hydrogen peroxide in my bathroom right now. Alright, I'm just about finished, I think, with the second pass on this attachment. I guess one of the next scary parts are going to be, do I do it on camera or quietly by myself to make the little slits to set in the diamond section? Or do I want to add some trim and then save that part for Wednesday? I don't know yet. I think that is okay. Oh, I've got just like 18 inches and we're back at the beginning. Good, good, good. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do. Alright, I am back at base camp. Alright, so project numero Dewey. Yeah, just a roughly pleated gather at the bottom because then I need to inset the good stuff. Okay, we're almost at 3 hours and I am almost really hungry, so we're doing good. But thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. watching the cats get snacks, me venting about horrible things, but I've had a good show. I think my fanny needs me to stand up for a few minutes, so I'm probably going to call it a show for today. But, oh, let me check my bobbin while we're in here. Hey, Mike, don't roll around like that. Hey, I said stop that. You've been so good. I know. Don't get tired on the job yet. Oh, we got lots of bobbin thread left on there, so good. Good. I learned some stuff. I have stuff to look up. I'm going to find a supplier besides Lee Valley for my water bait for my shellac needs. I'll have an update for that later. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your weekend with whatever the plans are. I hope things go smoothly and that we have as much joy and laughter as we can, because if we stop to just be stressful and angry with it, I would end up with an ulcer, and I prefer to laugh rather than to be in the corner crying. So, fully vented and kittens fed. Yes, things sewn and mic dropped. Yep, we've ticked all the checks for a good, successful show. So now I can say, don't wait until tomorrow to be fabulous today. Don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. And I will be back on Wednesday at 3 p.m. unless the world goes to kablooies, in which case you be safe. And I will see you then. All right, everybody, I'm going to hit the end show button. You're great. I'm great. All right, bye.